2, 1, 2, 3.
Hi everybody, hope we're all okay. So here we are, Creative Remedies, video of the week. I think this is my, gosh, I was counting and looking back over the videos that I've done. I think this is my number 17th, including the pantomime ones that I did with lovely Lady Gemma. So we're getting through these videos. And as time was changing this week, just for everybody, like with regards to lockdown, things being lifted and potentially easing up in the world, I thought maybe we should focus a little bit on that this week for our video. So I don't know what anybody's feeling about the restrictions easing. I know it could be a bit nerve-wracking. I'm taking it small steps, let's say, little steps out into the world. But yes, so I thought, well, this week's video is going to be focused on writing, or again, like I've said in previous writing videos, you can use your dictaphone and, you know, just have whatever makes it easier for you. So our first task, or our warm-up little task, is a little bit of free writing. I always think that's good to get our brains and our juices flowing. And usually I would go for just a free writing, pen hits the paper and just write and write and write. Or you can do it in a list form, and I think I'm going to do this warm-up like a list. And what I'd like us to do is think of the good things and the bad things about being in lockdown. Okay? I think my first thought is like, oh gosh, is there any good things? But actually, there have been some really good things about being in lockdown. So yeah, free writing, and I'm going to put 2 minutes on my timer, and let's just get our thoughts down, or if you get it on paper, or if you've got your dictaphone. And I'm going to do it in a list form. So I've pre-prepared. So I'm going to write good things and bad things about being in lockdown. Okay, so let me get my timer ready. Hang on. Okay, are we ready? Here goes. Off we go. Okay, my pen's going quickly as I'm trying to write as quick as I can. That's 1 minute gone, so you've got another minute to go. Okay, that's our timer. Let me just stop that. I'll show you what I've put. I did actually find it easier to write the good things than the bad things, and that shocked me a little bit. But anyway, so here's what I managed to put down in my 2 minutes. Now, if you still feel like you've got a lot to write, in some ways I still feel like that. I felt like 2 minutes wasn't long enough. You can always go back and add to this, because I think it's good to get it out of our heads. So what I wrote for good things in lockdown was the long walks in the countryside, being with my family, doing lots of craft things that I probably would never have done. We painted pebbles, I knitted a cushion, I did some cross stitch. So yeah, I did quite a few little craft projects. I did quite a bit. I've been doing a lot of reading, sitting out in the garden, decorating. We did some decorating, which we wouldn't have got round to do so quickly. Having a good sort out. And once I'd got used to it, I did enjoy the slower pace of the day and not getting up to an alarm. I think I'm going to find that hard when I have to set my alarm regularly to get up to go out to work. So the bad things, I think this might be at the top of a lot of people's lists. Missing people, family and friends, missing hugging people, not working. I've really missed not working as much, well, hardly any. Worrying, the worry about everything, feeling worried and anxious. The worry about what is the world going to be like. I think worry is a big thing in what has been bad about lockdown. Being bored, just feeling a bit lost. And I've started writing a word, but I don't know what that was going to be. So yeah, so like I say, I feel like I could go back to that and add to it. So you're more than welcome to do that away from the 2 minutes. Right, our next task is, I would like you to, maybe that free writing will help you, but I would like you to do an acrostic poem of the word lockdown, okay? So just write the word lockdown. So on one line is the word L, underneath is O, C, K. And what we're going to do is we're going to do an acrostic poem, all right? I've started one, but I don't want to take too many ideas. I want to be able to free your mind up. So we've got lockdown there, and I've put L is for long days, stretched ahead, and then O is for outside, just for an hour. C is for cooking, every single meal. Or I couldn't decide for the C, and then I put C is for clapping, thank you NHS. Okay, so I've filled out the first 4 letters. But yes, feel free. So you could do this acrostic poem now if you write down the word lockdown, and you can pause the video and do that poem now, or it could be something you can do later on, okay? But feel free to pause the video now and go and do your acrostic video. Pausing. Brilliant, okay. So our next task is, I would like you to have a little think about, because lockdowns, they were completely new to us, weren't they? Like over 12 months ago. Who would have thought we would have gone into something called a lockdown? And I would like you to now have a little think and write a letter to somebody who is about to go into lockdown, okay? Now that could be somebody you know, or it could just be a free open letter to somebody that you don't know. So it doesn't have to be to I can never say the word, specific, there you go, I can't say it, person. So yes, writing a letter. What would you have liked to have known before you went into lockdown? Is there any advice that you would like to have received, or what would really help if you'd had a letter from somebody who had been in lockdown? And now, because we are, I don't like to say on the other side of it, but you know, hopefully things are easing in the right direction, fingers crossed. It does feel a little bit lighter than it did certainly 12 months ago. So yeah, writing that letter, what advice would you give? What things would you really have liked to have known from someone? So yes, that is your next task. And again, you can do that straight away, pausing this video, getting your ideas on a piece of paper, or you can do your letter via a dictaphone. It's absolutely fine. But writing a letter to someone going into lockdown for the first time. Whew. There we go. So there's your tasks for today on your Creative Remedies video. I hope that's got some of your juices flowing, and this would be sort of something which would be nice to touch upon if we were in a room together. So we might come back to these kind of things, fingers crossed, when we are in a room together. So go and enjoy writing that letter to somebody, giving your advice, or even it doesn't have to be advice, just like your experience of lockdown. Okay? But yes, enjoy getting your creative juices flowing, and I'll see you next time. See you later. Bye.